All right, so this is how you set up a Toll Brothers private residence sign. Here are all your pieces. You have a 3-foot PVC post. You have a backer board. You have the sign face, cap, and then a 3-foot wooden post to stuff the PVC post so that your screws have something to bite into. So how I like to do it is I'll go ahead and stuff the PVC till it's right about flush at the top, just like that. You don't want it poking out or else your cap won't sit down flush. And then I'll go ahead and center the backer board onto the PVC post. In this case, it's a 4-inch post, 14-inch backer, so that gives us 5 inches on each side and 1 inch drop down from the top. So go ahead and run 3 screws into it. And it's important that you make sure that they sit down far enough so that when you apply the face, they're not poking up. Just like that. And then we use double-sided banner tape. We'll put a couple pieces on here, and what this is going to do is it's going to help keep the sign face in place until the liquid nail sets up. So we'll put 2 pieces there, staying in a little bit from the backer, from the edges. We'll peel that. And then one thing that you might want to, if you zoom in over here, that you want to see, when these are painted, the way they're hung is they use a little eyelid screw. So that little hole right there, I tend to put it toward the bottom so that it's not noticeable. Just a little detail. Then we'll go in with the liquid nails. Not too much. These signs aren't too big. Just a little bit. Make sure there's no clumps like that. From there, this is the sign face. Sometimes they might have a film on the back for shipping purposes. This one doesn't, but you always want to remember that you take off the film before you apply it, or else it'll just stick to the film and the sign face could potentially come off. So we'll kind of line it up. Just like that. And when you have it lined up, press down right on that tape. Give it a good press. And then that's good. The tape will hold it in place until the liquid nail sets. Last piece is the cap. Just a couple screws. And this cap should hang about 1/4 inch all around. It might vary just a little bit. What I usually do is I'll make sure I kind of look down on all sides, make sure it looks good, and then set a screw. It might move a little bit, that's fine, as long as you recenter it. And then just inset the screws just like that. And that's pretty much it. Second part will be how it goes into the ground. All right, so second part is actually installing it. It's gonna vary depending on what kind of home it is. If it's a single family like these, or townhomes, so we don't really have a lot of area to work with. We've decided that this is the right location for it. A lot of times it's going to have mulch in the flower bed and stuff, so you want to rake away most of the mulch so it stays clean, and you can use that later to cover up any dirt or anything, so everything looks good. We want to make sure that especially in front of clients' homes, everything when you're done looks really good, and you sweep up most of anything you get on the sidewalk. So for a sign this small, I've dug about a 14-inch hole into the ground. We want to go ahead and set it in there. Looks good. From there, we just start putting all the dirt back in. Then we want to grab the digging bar and the level. And level it out. You want to be careful not to scratch the sign face. Now, once you get it where you want it, it's a good time to go ahead and hit it with some touch-up paint, especially down at the bottom where it could have got a little dirty or scratched. And then from there, once it's painted, you're pretty much ready to rake your mulch back in and make sure everything's nice and clean. And then from here, I'll just go ahead and clean off the sidewalk and make sure the sign looks good. And that's pretty much it.